Okay, so now I'm gonna walk through how the lane keeping works. This was the second feature I worked on. So first, it takes an image of the road and it segments it into two classes. So one class is the road, well, three classes. One class is just everything else, the background. One class is the road, and the other class are these red lines. So green is road, red are the road markings. So then up here, I have four windows. One is just all the red lines that this has detected. So these are all the red lines. Then I have connected lines. So I basically, any lines that are kind of close together, they get connected into one segment. Then these are only solid lines, so I kind of filter out the small ones like these dashes or little dots. So only big, narrow lines, because these are usually what road lines are. So that's them. And then I have a steering, and this is kind of how I visualize what the model is thinking. So it's thinking that this is a line and that this is a line. And this is important when, say, this left line goes missing. Sometimes it can still estimate where the road is based on where it was before it went missing. So I'm going to start driving. And also, sorry, the yellow dot is where the steering should be. So right now it's just left of the center of this window. So it's saying that the center of the road is just to the left, which is true, because the center should be kind of here. So if I move more to the center, you'll see the dot moves more to the right, which is true because the center is around here. So I'm going to keep driving. And when I get to a line like this, and I start to kind of, oh, get out of my way. When I start to drive towards this, you'll see that it'll actually start, I'm not touching any movement left or right here. When I start to drive over this line, it'll actually start pushing my car to the left. I didn't touch anything to the left there. It just pushes my car to the left. And when I actually reach this bend, you'll see that this line might disappear. Depends on if it goes missing. But I'm not touching anything except the forward button here. I'm just lightly pressing the forward button and it's following this line across without even moving anything. It follows this line. Now if I go too fast at this bend, it will drive over the line. But for now, it just coasts. So at a low speed, it will work. And the same with the left side as well. If I try to drive over the left side, it will actually block me from driving left, like sometimes. Um, but yeah, that's kind of how lane keeping works. I'm just going to drive past this traffic light and I'll show you what happens when one of the lines are missing. So drive past it. You can see all these lines here and then the text, these are the steering lines. And when I get to this edge here, if I go at a really hard angle, it sometimes can struggle. But let's see. See now, this line is gone, so it only detects one lane line. But because we seen that a second ago, it assumes, okay, it's probably in the same position again, so we're going to use that. And so when I do that, it still steers my car to the left. Now I have to go slower on the bends. You can see it still steered my car, and I didn't touch any left or right there. I only just pressed the throttle, like that.